What happens if Earth lost electricity? Hi, I'm Mr. Stick, and this is Umbrion. Join me as we discover strange yet fascinating facts. Right now, without you even noticing, electricity is holding up almost everything around you. The lights above your head, the water pumped into your home, the food sitting cold in your fridge, even the phone in your pocket. We treat it like air. Invisible, endless, always there. But what if, one day, it just wasn't? Not a blackout in one city. Not a storm knocking out power for a few hours. What if the entire planet, every grid, every power plant, every wire, went completely, permanently dark? Let's walk through it, hour by hour, day by day, because the way this unravels is far stranger and far faster than most people expect. The first few hours. At first, almost nothing seems wrong. It feels like any ordinary outage. Phones still have battery. Flashlights come out. People laugh it off, assuming the power company will fix it soon. But within those first few hours, something quieter and much more dangerous is already happening behind the scenes. Fuel pumps at gas stations stop working because they run on electric motors. Water treatment plants, which rely on electric pumps to push clean water into homes, begin to lose pressure. And in hospitals, machines that were humming along on grid power suddenly switch over to backup generators. Generators that were only ever designed to last for a few days, not forever. Traffic lights go dark. In big cities, this alone is enough to turn evening streets into total gridlock. Elevators stop mid-building. People are trapped, quite literally, between floors, in high rises where the stairwells become the only way in or out. The first few days. This is where it gets frightening. Here's something most people never think about. Modern grocery stores don't actually store much food. They rely on something called just-in-time delivery. Trucks constantly restocking shelves, hour by hour, guided by digital systems and electric refrigeration. Cut the power, and that entire chain collapses almost instantly. Refrigerators, both in stores and in homes, start warming up. Within about 2 hours, meat, dairy, and other perishables sitting above roughly 4 degrees Celsius become unsafe to eat. Multiply that across every restaurant, every supermarket, every household freezer on the planet, and you get a wave of spoiled food happening at almost the exact same moment worldwide. Meanwhile, water is becoming the real crisis. Without electric pumps, city water systems slow, then stop. Sewage systems, which also depend on power, begin backing up. And this is where things turn genuinely dangerous. Contaminated water leads to disease. Communities relying only on city pipelines have no clean water at all, while, ironically, homes with old-fashioned wells or gravity-fed tanks suddenly become tiny islands of survival. Hospitals, by now, are in crisis mode. Backup generators are burning through fuel that can't be resupplied because the trucks delivering that fuel are stuck in the same gridlock, unable to pump gas of their own. Life support machines, dialysis units, refrigerated medication, all of it depends on power that is running out, minute by minute. Doctors start making impossible choices about who gets treated next. How could this actually happen? Now here's the part that might genuinely unsettle you, because this isn't pure fiction. Scientists and grid engineers actually study this scenario, and there's one real event from history that shows exactly how it could unfold, the Carrington event of 1859. Back then, a massive solar eruption, a coronal mass ejection, slammed into Earth's magnetic field. It was so powerful that telegraph wires around the world sparked, caught fire, and shocked the operators using them. Auroras lit up the night sky as far south as Colombia, so bright that people could read newspapers by their glow. In 1859, the only technology at risk was the telegraph. Today, though, we have satellites, GPS, the internet, and power grids spanning entire continents, all far more sensitive to this kind of event than a few copper telegraph wires ever were. And it isn't just ancient history. In 1989, a much smaller geomagnetic storm hit the Canadian province of Quebec, and in under 2 minutes, it collapsed the entire regional power grid, leaving 6 million people in the dark. Then, In 2012, a Carrington-level solar storm actually crossed Earth's orbital path and missed us by only about 9 days. Scientists consider that one of the closest calls in modern history. If a storm of that scale struck directly today, it could overheat and permanently destroy the giant transformers that form the backbone of the power grid. Machines that, in many cases, take months or even years to custom build and replace. Some worst-case estimates suggest recovery from a direct hit could take anywhere from several years up to a decade. Weeks later, a changed world. If this blackout stretched on for weeks rather than days, cities, those incredible, densely packed marvels of modern engineering, would start to become unlivable. Without clean water, refrigeration, or functioning law enforcement, people would begin moving toward rural areas, toward smaller communities where resources could still be managed locally. And slowly, something unexpected would begin to emerge. Small local power sources. Solar panels, wind turbines, hydroelectric systems, and small stored fuel generators would start forming little islands of electricity known as microgrids. Communities that had invested early in these local systems would suddenly become the most resilient places on Earth. Bartering would return. Skills like farming, mechanical repair, and construction would become more valuable than money itself. Because, remember, banks, ATMs, and digital currency all depend on the very power grid that just disappeared. So, could this really happen? Space agencies like NASA and NOAA now monitor the sun around the clock, specifically because of this risk, using spacecraft positioned between the Earth and the sun to give power companies crucial early warning, sometimes just tens of minutes before a storm's impact. Engineers are studying transformer protection. Some utility companies are stockpiling spare parts. It's a real, ongoing effort to prepare for something that experts say isn't a question of if, but when. So the next time the lights flicker or your phone buzzes with a low battery warning, take a moment to notice just how much of modern life is quietly, invisibly balanced on something as fragile as an electric current. Because if it ever truly went out, worldwide, all at once, we wouldn't just lose our lights. We'd lose the entire system holding civilization together. And here's a strange thought to leave you with. If the grid really did go dark tomorrow and it stayed that way, would humanity actually rebuild it? Or would we quietly discover that we never truly needed as much of it as we thought? If you enjoyed uncovering this fact, hit subscribe right now, because more strange, mind-bending truths like this one are coming your way very soon.